History remembers kings, warriors, and conquerors. But sometimes, the greatest revolutions don't happen on battlefields. They happen inside the human mind. The man we're talking about today is Albert Einstein. But this isn't the story of a born genius. This is the story of a boy who was not fast, not confident, and not understood by those around him. His teachers doubted him. Society underestimated him. Yet, this quiet, curious boy would later redefine how we understand time, space, and reality itself. This is not just a history lesson. This is a story about the power of thinking differently, a testament to resilience, and a profound life lesson for anyone who has ever felt like an outsider. Albert Einstein was born in 1879 in Ulm, Germany. From the very beginning, he was different. As a young child, he spoke very late, so much so that his parents and others worried something was fundamentally wrong with him. In school, he wasn't the star student everyone imagines. He struggled with rote memorization, the very foundation of the education system at the time. He wasn't interested in simply accepting facts. He wanted to know why. He questioned everything, and his teachers did not appreciate his endless inquiries. They saw it as disobedience, not curiosity. One teacher, frustrated by his unconventional mind, bluntly told him, "You will never amount to anything." But what they all failed to see was this. Einstein wasn't slow. He was deep. He wasn't disobedient. He was thinking on a level they couldn't comprehend. His mind was not a container to be filled, but a fire to be lit. As Einstein grew older, his clash with the rigid education system intensified. He despised being told what to think instead of being taught how to think. The system was designed for conformity, and he was a born nonconformist. This led to inevitable friction. He failed university entrance exams. After finally graduating, he struggled to find work in his field. No university wanted him as a lecturer. No professor would write him a letter of recommendation. He was an outcast from the academic world he so desperately wanted to join. Defeated but not broken, he eventually took a humble job at a patent office in Bern, Switzerland. His role was to review other people's inventions, to analyze their ideas. It seemed like a dead-end job for a man with his intellect. But in the quiet solitude of that office, away from the judgment of academia, his own revolutionary ideas began to grow stronger. Nurtured in the fertile ground of his own mind, while his peers and former classmates chased academic titles, published papers, and sought recognition, Einstein chased questions. Big, universe-altering questions. What if time wasn't a constant, ticking clock for everyone, everywhere? What if the fabric of space could bend and warp? What if energy and matter were two sides of the same coin, intrinsically connected? He spent his days evaluating patents and his evenings pondering the cosmos. Then came 1905, a year that would forever be known in the annals of science as his Annus Mirabilis, his miracle year. Working alone, this unknown patent clerk published 4 groundbreaking papers that sent shockwaves through the scientific world. One of them introduced the world to the most famous equation in history, E equals mc squared. In that single moment, the obscure patent clerk became a name that would echo through eternity. He had, with the power of thought alone, unlocked one of the deepest secrets of the universe. But his journey was far from over. Success was not instant. Even after these extraordinary discoveries, many in the scientific establishment rejected his ideas. They called his theories impossible, too strange, too radical. The concept of a flexible, relative space-time was too much for minds accustomed to the fixed, mechanical universe of Newton. They dismissed his work, but Einstein remained calm and confident in his logic. He had a simple philosophy. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. He trusted the elegant simplicity of his own reasoning. It took years of debate, discussion, and eventually, experimental proof for the world to catch up. When a solar eclipse in 1919 showed that starlight did indeed bend around the sun, just as his theory of general relativity predicted, the world could no longer deny his genius. In 1921, Albert Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, cementing his place as one of the greatest scientific minds in history. Einstein's legacy extends far beyond science. He was a profound thinker on the human condition, a passionate advocate for peace, humanity, and social justice. He warned of the dangers of nationalism and the atomic weapons his own theories helped make possible. He believed deeply that imagination was more important than knowledge, because knowledge is limited to what we know, while imagination embraces the entire world. He championed curiosity over obedience, urging people to never stop questioning, and he repeatedly warned humanity about the dangers of blind power without wisdom, of technology without a moral compass. Despite his worldwide fame, he lived a simple life. He owned few possessions and cared little for luxury or status. He was a man of thought, truth, and profound humility, always maintaining a childlike wonder about the world. So, what are the life lessons we can take from Albert Einstein's extraordinary journey? First, being different is not a weakness. It is your greatest strength. The minds that change the world are the ones that don't fit the mold. Second, failure does not define your intelligence. Einstein failed exams, was unemployed, and was rejected by his peers. Your setbacks are not your final story. Third, curiosity is more powerful than memorization. Don't just learn facts. ASKY. True understanding comes from questioning. Fourth, recognition often comes late, but persistence must come first. Keep working. Keep thinking, even when no one is watching. And finally, the world changes when you dare to think freely. Genius is not about speed. It's about depth, courage, and duly thought. Albert Einstein once said, "A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new." His life is a powerful reminder for all of us. So if you feel slow, overlooked, or misunderstood today, remember the story of the quiet boy who was told he would amount to nothing. The mind that changes the world is often the one the world doesn't understand at first. Your unique way of seeing things might just be the perspective the world is waiting for. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please consider liking and subscribing for more stories that shape minds in history.